How's it going? James, OnlineCarShow.net. Got a great video for y'all today on rocker panels from American Authority. So without hesitation, let's go ahead and get this video started. All right, well, before we dive too far into the rocker panels and going over the installation and review, basically, wanted to get into the channel news, the rants, and the events. Well, as far as channel news, we got a bunch of cool stuff coming up. I've got a mod coming up for the Focus. I've got a fuser coming up for the Camaro Elvira. That's going to be on the channel. I've also got I just ordered a cordless impact wrench. I may do a video on that. We'll see. I'm really excited about getting that tool in. A bunch of exciting stuff coming. April 13th, we got the drag races coming up. Of course, I'll be doing a video on that. It's car show season. This will be, and also, I guess, just want to make y'all aware, I did finally make some updates to the websites. The website, OnlineCarShow.net, added, I don't know, 10 or 15 events, added Camaro swag as one of my sponsors, which I should have done a long time ago. Did some general housekeeping with it. I'll try to get on and keep the updates flowing every week from now on out. So be sure to check there for local events in Houston, as well as I'll list some national shows. That's OnlineCarShow.net. But as far as events we've got coming up, April 13th, we've got Second Saturday Racing coming up with West Houston Muscle. Really looking forward to that. Hopefully get to run Bubba Blue and give his 2012 Kona Blue Mustang some gappage going down the drag strip. But can't wait. Finally get to see the drag radials, and also ordered the cordless impact wrench. It should help me doing the wheel swap at the track, make things a little bit easier. So I've got that coming up. As I mentioned, it's car show season. I've got a bunch of car shows that I've been posting to OnlineCarShow.net. Be sure to check there. I'll be trying to hit as many of those as I can, and give you all some footage from some of the better events I go hit this year. Also, I'm planning on hitting Camaro Fest. I believe it's July 10th through the 14th in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Those that aren't familiar, I recommend you go do some research. There's going to be autocross, road course on the Corvette test track. There's the Corvette Museum in town, drag racing, car show. It's like Disneyland for Camaros, basically. It's in Bowling Green, Kentucky every year. It's this is the 9th one. Me and the wife went last year and had a ball, so really looking forward to it. And the after parties are pretty cool too. So now get on to rants. As far as rants, I don't really have anything that I guess really pertains to everybody. I've been dealing with some mess with Brake Check here locally. I've got a lifetime alignment through them, and usually the younger guy in there that I take the Camaro into doesn't, and actually they do all of our cars. I take it into, he does an awesome job. He's got an old Ford Galaxy he's been working on, so he's a car enthusiast like all of us, and they just trust him working on the car and twisting the wrench on it. Well, I went in there after getting the tow rods, and they had an older gentleman in there. And I noticed after getting the alignment, the car drove kind of funny. Well, I got home and started really looking at it, and you can even see that the driver's side wheel has a lot more toe out than the passenger side on the bottom. So even though on the sheet it showed that they were really close, so I'm not sure what's going on there. But I talked to their manager on the phone. They said the younger guy is going to be there this Wednesday, so I'm going to take it in to him, and he'll do an awesome job for me, I'm sure. So it's not really a rant, but that's all I've got this week. Sorry. But let's go ahead and get on to the actual video on the rocker panels, and there may be a little bit of rant going on with that. You'll find out. Thankfully, American Authority is not a sponsor of mine, so I can talk pretty openly about their product. I bought the rocker, and actually my louvers are American Authority and my side louvers, and I love them, have had no issues from their side of things. When I went to install the rocker panels, and this isn't really a problem that American Authority can really fix with the design, there's two options. You can basically spend $800-900, get one, I can't remember the company that makes them, but it basically replaces that whole bottom panel of your car. So you'll have to get it paint matched and etc. and so forth, from what I understand. The American Authority model is simply going to be like the Corvette ones I've used to in the past. It's simply just, you know, drills into place or rivets, whatever. But the problem with the way the Camaro's designed versus the Corvette and some other cars is the way the lip works. You basically have the whole top portion that's exposed with, you know, you can't put screws through or anything without screwing into the body of your car. To remedy this, American Authority sends you 3M double-sided tape, which with my experience with the louvers is the first time you go through any kind of weather, half that tape's gone. That's why I switched the louvers to goop, and I haven't had an issue since. And I love the way they look, so I have no issues with their product. And this isn't really, I should say, a problem, you know, with them designing it. It's just the way it is, kind of with the rocker panels on Camaro. Any of them that aren't replacing that panel, you're going to have this same issue. There's no way around it. You know, trusting a piece of tape for the whole top portion of that rocker panel, and then you have basically, with the way they're set up, 2 screws coming in from each wheel, and then I don't know, 5 or 6 from the bottom. And then, you know, you're supposed to tape along the edge of the top. Well, I used the tape, it didn't work very good. And then I used glue, I used goop. I tried shoving in there as best I could, and then came back and tried to clean it up as best I could. And I'm gonna show you a photo here of how it ended up. And as you can see, I'm not very happy. I mean, yeah, at a distance of, you know, 5 feet or more, you probably can't see it. You know, me being, you know how you are as a car owner, any little imperfection, it may just be a tiny little scratch, but it looks, you know, this big to you as a car owner. So I'm sure that's a lot of it, you know, is that my mind's exaggerating a little bit, but I'm gonna try again, and y'all see the results of the glue and the 3M. It looks good. I mean, like, I'm gonna show you all pictures here at the end in video, and you'll see what I'm saying by the looks of it. But it looks really good, and for right now it'll work, but I am gonna come back and fix it. I did order some paneling tape. I'm not sure after I received it, it's exactly what I need to use. I'm gonna go talk to a body shop and see what they recommend, or if they're willing to give me any tips and so forth, before I totally throw in the hatchet and, you know, take it into a body shop for them to do the work. So we're gonna give it one more try of me doing it. So be expecting a part 2 of this video, and hopefully it will be the finished video without me taking it to a body shop. I'm not giving up yet. I do think it looks freaking awesome on the car, as you'll see in the footage. I'm so glad it's there. With the louvers, I think it's almost like a must-have, you know, to just kind of fatten up that look a little bit to fit in the louvers and side louvers. Next, I'm gonna follow up with a diffuser, so I think it'll really, you know, kind of bring everything together. Somebody just contacted me actually on Instagram and asked me, I'm just about to buy rocker panels for my car. What do you think? I've been waiting for your video. You know, should I buy the American Authority? This is the way I see it. The American Authority ones are what, $300 some odd, and you're gonna spend $800 or $900 for the ACS, I think, or something that actually replaced that panel, which is, I'm sure, a great product, but it's 3 times the price. You know, you can take that $300, save you up a little bit more money, and go down to a body shop, get them to install it. I don't know if I recommend anybody in their garage to do this install. I would have to say it is kind of a pain. And I didn't videotape any of the install because we did it kind of a mod day with the United Muscle Car family. So I had a bunch of the buddies over and stuff like that working on cars, and so I didn't get a video for y'all, and I've been tinkering with it pretty much for 2 weeks now. I guess it is what it is. If you're willing to live with the results, you know, you can do 3M tape and shove in some goop like I did in places where the 3M's just pulling away really bad. It'll get it stuck there, but you know, will it last in time? I I don't really think so. What I'm trying to find actually is they used paneling tape that they use on spoilers and emblems and so forth. GM uses it on the bow ties on our car. That black high, you know, almost like a rubber tar. If y'all know where I can get that tape or what kind of keyword I need to type in to find it, please let me know in the comments below. I need to get some of that stuff. So I still recommend the American Authority. I think it came painted. The paint on it's okay. It's you know, because of all the messing around with I've done with it, I've already actually chipped the paint in a couple little places that aren't in a noticeable spot, so it's not a big deal. But paint could have been a little bit better, but it is high gloss and looks decent. So it came painted black, pretty much the same black as my louvers. So in the end, would I buy it? I'd still have to say yes. It is kind of a beast to install, just know that going into it. Like I said, I recommend you just buying this and taking your car to a body shop. You know, it might cost you $100 or $200, whatever, but get them to throw it on for you. I thank y'all so much for watching my videos. Please be sure to hit that like and subscribe below and help support my channel. And I'm gonna end this with some footage that I took of the car at Constellation Field so y'all can see it with the rocker panels. Hope you have a wonderful week.